Yes.
We are ready, sure.
Okay, and we are live. So this is going to be a press conference around the current acting
Oh,
government.
this isn't a debate.
Well, we could make it a debate if you want to, but you decide what you want to
Okay.
do.
I already discussed on stuff.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, so I believe we're going to start with some questions from Jeremy here. Okay, Tom. So if you wanna, what do you wanna say? What do you want to talk about?
Me?
Yes.
Me. All right. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the newly formed Defense Council. I recently did an announcement in government announcement stating that the Ministry of Defense formed Defense Council with the objective of organizing and centralizing the armed forces into basically one leadership, easier leadership, no fucking bureaucracy. So every divisions will have two high command to represent them, usually the highest and their number two, and the general staff, of course. Well, we propose in the council that the army should host uh, a group wide inspection, which is done like a few hours ago. It was successful in my opinion, even though it didn't go as planned specifically, but it was a success for our growth because it attracted a lot of attention, especially since Felkrich and DOV isn't really that active anymore. Dude, who's this guy? I had to kick this guy. Sorry. Anyways, we are also continuing the divisional tournament that the CPV hasn't done, and they even though they promised, they haven't done it so far. And now we're gonna talk about the benefits from the console. Really, well, since it would be a fucking a struggle just to host a joint divisional event such as inspectorate, doing a joint patrol or a joint TT, a DT, any event really. It would take a lot of work from the divisional heads to organize themselves and to assist their comrades. So in this defense council, we can schedule everything. We can organize things easier, especially with the general staffs as with the general staffs overseas or overseeing us. Yeah, it would be very easy. Any objections or something like any
Well,
questions?
if anyone watching the stream, either on Discord or YouTube, has anything they want to say, anyone in VC or just watching it, we have a thread underneath main communications where you can send in questions. If you have any to say, just say it right now. We're not gonna spend too much time on it. Okay, in the meantime, we can move on. What you wanna talk about now?
I'm sorry. I thought this was a press conference, not a like. I thought Han should be asking questions, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Let me look at
if
the.
you want to get to people asking questions, we can do that. Do you
I
want
mean,
to ask?
yeah.
All right, so uh,
For
we
now,
can.
for now, I'll just talk about the more confusing Ministry of Justice.
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah. Okay. The Ministry of Justice. Ziki, I mean Rachel Garner, who did an announcement yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, or maybe 3 days. I forgot. She stated that she and her ministry is forming a court system which consists of lawyers, judges, and prosecutors. It might sound bad. It might sound bad, sure, but everyone has a voice, right? Equal representation, just like the CPV wanted in the election, and what we wanted for, of course. So we so the ministry workers in the Ministry of Justice will be prosecutors or lawyers for. Oh, what the hell? Who is that? Hold on.
You can ban
Right.
him if you want to.
No, no, I don't want to ban people. What the hell? I can't ban him. You gotta ban him from me, my guy.
All right.
Alright, so the Ministry of Justice. So you guys can read the document regarding the Ministry of Justice and the court system, uh, with details in the government announcements. Please read so. One of the here are some of the offenses that we're going to take over, in, without bias, of course. Admin abuse, free ranking, nepotism, divisional level nepotism, and divisional level free ranking. It's an issue just to what the hell? Sorry, it's been an issue just read the results of divisional nepotism, since there's been a lot of favoritism in divisions. So that's why we formed the court and the Ministry of Justice.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So we can move on to. I wanted to talk about what you just said there. That you said that
Yo.
you talked about free ranking, and we can. That kind of gets
Yeah.
onto a question I kind of want to ask the whole group. It's from Philo F. It says, "Is there a free ranking problem within the group?" If you have a comment on that, you raise your hand using the salute.
Order recruited around how many officers? Let me see. Order halted the officer induction program, which was of course an officer academy for Order NCOs willing to become officers, right? I don't see a lot of quality in the officers, really. It might be an unpopular opinion, but on my perspective, it's the truth,
Yeah.
and I don't lie.
If you want to, you
And
can.
yeah.
You can. I mean, it's up to you. But if you want to, you could argue with Hans if he has any different opinions than you.
No, really, I don't know. I don't know what to argue. He's not the government, so
All
you should
right.
argue with me.
Yeah.
You should start the initiative.
We can also get on to some other questions. Let's see. If, it's gonna let me. All right. So, question from we can take the one from Herman. He's do you support reversal compound defense trainings?
Yes, dude, come on, man. Like, on my opinion, DOV lacks the necessity to fight other groups in a 12v12. In my opinion, like, we can take as examples from Herman, of course, and Potence greatly. They excel in TPS combat. They excel in Port Mersk and every clan games. We should also take examples from clans such as Myth or Surforce, Aegis Corps, Imperial Armada, Factovia, etc., and Hashbroom, of course. I support weekly DTs, maybe even daily defensive trainings. Really, it trains our combat skills, like Potence, of course. And I don't want to see the same people doing the same DTs every day. Get off. I don't want to see the same people doing the same. I mean, attending the same DT every day. I want to see a diversity of people that's, of course, enthusiastically joining the DT. So yes, that's my answer is yes. Bro, you gotta ban him.
Yeah.
That's my answer. Yes.
All right. Let's see. If anyone has any questions, just send them in. On the thread underneath main communications.
Can you stop being retarded?
Yeah, if you do, come on.
Bro, I'm gonna fucking demote my ministers, bro.
And I do think Herman had some more questions. We can take a look
Herman?
at those.
Oh God.
Let's see. Yeah, well, it was mainly based around reversal compound. What's your favorite spot to play on a reversal compound?
What's my favorite spot, dude? I like to go on flank, really, because in the middle you can just get fucking crossfired. Like, if you think about it, you can get crossfired. It would be suicide, really, just to go middle without a pocket.
Yeah.
You can stop asking me these type of questions.
Okay, I might as well start to bring up the drama a bit more. Do you think? What do you think you've done better than CPV? I want to get the German here.
I find that funny, really. I find
Yeah.
that funny. Well, if you look at the government announcement and the benefits that I just stated around 5 minutes ago, we of course done better in terms of organizing the armed forces, and clearly better in organizing army-wide events. Well, we might have not done it in the front, but we administratively assisted the general staff. Like, what has the CPV done from in the past term? They haven't done shit really. So, yes.
Okay, and bringing it around to that, I just to make it fair, I am gonna ask Hans what he thinks of
There's
it.
gonna be 10 people DMing me in about three.
Yeah. So Hans, what do
Okay, that
you
one.
think of Jeremy's opinion? Do you think CPV did well? Do you think do you think the CPV did better than Jeremy, or what do you think?
Well,
Let's see. Hang on, let
so
me.
the German, so Oscar and with his other ministers, like me, I'm not a minister, but I'm vice chancellor, and yeah, we did the bills, we did other stuff or whatever, but we didn't do the divisional or continue the divisional tournaments, just like like Germany said, and yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. I have trouble listening.
I mean, if you guys want to
So
have a full-on debate right now, you can go for it.
I really didn't hear anything what he just said. I'm so sorry. I was too focused on something else.
Hans, you want to repeat it for him, or?
No, you know what? No, never mind.
like
Just give me the stuff. Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
so the CVV or the chairman, so Oscar, with ministers did good, and yes, we did good, but we did the bills, but we didn't do the divisional tournaments, just like you,
Oh.
and and other stuff, and yeah, I don't know. That's all I can say.
Jeremy, you have a rebuttal?
Bucko. If you know how to count, we still have a few weeks. We still have 1 or 2 weeks to host the divisional tournaments. We're currently organizing it. I asked the fucking divisional chiefs on what to do. Herman. I asked Herman, Steven, and even Pin what do they think of the divisional tournaments of us continuing. All of them said yes, and we're currently organizing. So I don't know what you just said. I don't even know if you even if you even know what you're talking about. Like, come on, man.
Mhm.
Get out.
All right.
This is wild.
Yeah. To make it for Hans, if you have anything more you want to say to that, just so you both get to speak equally many times. If you have anything you want to say as a response to that, you can say it.
I smell shit.
No, I don't have any questions or answers to say.
All
That's
right.
all I
So
can.
we can move on. We have
I
some.
want to say one more thing.
Mhm.
If my opposition doesn't know what to say or what to do, then clearly they approve of us doing the government jobs. Like, think of it. If they don't have anything to criticize us about, of course they would approve of us, right? Let's
Yeah.
say if you
Hans.
if you don't like if you don't like the current CEO, then you would probably protest. You would talk to your higher ups about removing the CEO because he sucks. But unfortunately, Hans agreed with most of our bills. Like, he hasn't even discussed about us. He hasn't even discussed about the defense council. All he has done is basically talk about the divisional tournament, which we have not done yet. Of course, we're currently organizing. So calm your fucking tits and just wait, okay?
Okay, Hans. Yeah. You have anything you want to say? Uninterrupted
So
response.
the divisional tournaments we did like I think
What?
1 to 2 months ago, and
1.5, I think.
I think yeah, I think we rallied 40 people, 40.
40
said.
people, yeah.
Yes.
And majority of those are potents, right?
Majority of them are also other divisions,
Sultans.
including army.
This is why we're currently organizing. We want to
Jeremy,
we want.
uninterrupted, uninterrupted.
Sorry, I love you, Hans. Go on.
Hans.
So,
You would-
but I don't. Never mind. I don't have anything to say.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we're gonna move on from there. So, quick question.
Yes, sir.
So this was posted by Philo. Question regarding the government announcements. Something you said there. Is the beginning a new era away from the golden era of inactivity and failure going well according to plan?
Well, we have more thing. We only have one term, I think. I mean, if we win the next election, then we would have more things to do. Of course, Well, I have more plans for the government and for the army as well, and it would be possible for us to change the army and move away from the golden era of quote unquote prosperity and activity. Then the only way is basically for you guys to vote for us, the State Reformist Union. Sometimes conservatism isn't really the way, really. Like, why would you conserve a failing government? Why? Like, come on, logically.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. So since you brought it back to the thing, I do want to make it fair. So Hans, if you have anything you want to say as a response to what he's just said at the end there, you can go for it. If not, we're gonna move on.
So about the golden age.
You guys didn't do shit.
Yeah, that's
Jeremy,
correct.
uninterrupted.
We didn't do that shit, but we did I said earlier we did the bills, and yeah, that's all we did.
Okay.
Come.
All right. So let's see. Let me get the questions up again. This is a question to both of you. I'll start with the Hans. Hans, actually, now that he's talking. This is sort of related to the thing again. So another question from Philo. Can you name a few things your opponent does worse, and what they do, and some things they do better than you?
So in the last election, so basically, the SRU was looking at the integralist.
Integralist.
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
We're not fascist, by the way.
Fascist. Okay.
Okay, let's
socialism. Shut up.
Well,
no. Let him talk uninterrupted. Hans.
So the last election, I said that the IPV was corrupt, or they have been stealing members, but I was countered by one of your members, so the IPV or the SRU, and yeah, and the first message or the other messages was people of Vienna listen to the truth of the IPV or the CPV, I don't know, and yeah.
All right. Jeremy, same question to you. Name some things you do better than your opponent, and some things you do worse.
I don't want to bring up my ego, but there has been some things that the CPV has done better than our party, and that's their benefits is gaining trust from high command and divisional leaders, really, because the previous election, when I was running the IPV, a few officers, high-ranking officers, voted for the CPV, including Pisica, our general field marshal. So I think that's a little bit of trouble. We want to redeem ourselves by forming the defense council. Of course, we want to show to the general staff that we mean business. Come on. And some of the things that our party that's done better is, of course, running the government in general. No offense to you, by the way. Well, we only have done 2 bills, and we already increased activity in Falkridge by around 40 to 50 members. One of my members stated, and we already attracted a few people to divisions. It's proven by one of the guard leader, one of the guard corps officers hosting a tryout, and immediately a bunch of shoots joined.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
of course it would
for the
affect
people
everything.
joining right now, you can post questions in the thread under main communications.
Yeah.
Um,
Where's the thread?
so while we're waiting for that, Jeremy, if you have any, since this is a press conference about you and your party, if you have any like future plans you want to talk about, or if you have any of your ministers you want to bring up to the tables, you can do that
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
What was the question again?
If you have any future plans you want to talk about, or any ministers, or any of your ministers you want to bring up to the table, you can do that
No,
right
that's
now.
confidential. Sorry. We don't want a certain party to steal our fucking plans like they did.
All right. Do you have anything you want to talk about? Maybe something your other ministers want to talk about?
I mean, they can come up here. I can announce something.
Yeah.
Um,
If you, in the meantime, while we wait for that, if anyone has any questions they want to send in, send them in the thread in the main communications.
well, okay. I guess none of my ministers has anything to say.
Okay.
Except for Bustop, he quit as one of our ministers, Minister of Justice. He quits because basically he doesn't want to take responsibility.
Okay. So, okay, we have a question in now from 107. Sorry about the pronunciation. What is your opinion on the Loyalty League?
Well, I'm sorry to say this, but it's a fucking mess. There's like 20 ranks. There is 20 ranks in the Loyalty League, and it's led by Fanader, of course. I don't know if there's already a Discord, but it's going to be a mess if you have 20 ranks and just around 23 guys to fulfill that rank. And the ranks itself is just a mess, but Loyalty League is a necessity in my opinion because Guard, similar to Guard, Loyalty League is like sorry to say this, but it's like the paramilitary wing of Nord. So of course it's like the Ba'athist party loyalist, and it's like Saddam's what's it called again? Fedayin or something. It's like that, of course. Every monarchy needs a loyalist paramilitary, and I somewhat back them up, but not fully, just partially.
All right, so let's see. We have another question from Phila. Would you like to fix anything regarding the training ranks, training/rank system, or add something to it?
Oh,
Would you like to fix anything regarding the training/rank system, or add anything new to it?
training slash rank system in
Yeah.
Loyalty League.
No, just in general, I think.
Well, I don't have anything. I don't have anything to say regarding armed forces business, fully armed forces business. It's up to the general staff. It's up to Pin. It's up to Pisika, and it's up to the higher ups, not me. We only suggest things. We don't deal with them directly.
All right, and another question from Oscar von Stelber. Do you have any other interventions planned within subdivisions/divisions than the council?
I'm sorry. What was the question again?
Do you have any other interventions planned within divisions/subdivisions other than the council?
Well, the order is. I don't wanna insult the order, but it's in somewhat of disorder. Their name itself is order, but they're in a disorder. I don't see a lot of order members joining lately. I don't see a lot of activity. I don't see a lot of events. I discharged from order like about 3 days ago maybe, and it hasn't improved whatsoever. There's 29 initiates. There's there's 5 junior officers, 2 senior officers, and they're not hosting a lot. Even if they're hosting a lot, there's not a lot of people that's willing to join the event. So I think there's something need to do with the order, especially with recruitment, since loyalty league just opened.
All right, and more questions again from Philo. How much power should the government or any government person hold, in your opinion?
Hello.
And how much power
I'm
should
sorry. I was
how much power should the government hold or any government person hold?
very limited.
Mhm.
I mean, it's proof. I mean, I just want to say one thing, that we're not a military dictatorship. We don't support any form of dictatorship of government intervention of basically military, or a full on intervention. What it's proven by the defense council. I formed the council, not a joint chief of staff. Well, for one reason, the council decides everything. We're like the foundation of the army. Like we help them grow up. It's like we just play a support role in the armed forces. We don't directly play in that role. So our power is very limited, of course, and it
So,
should stay limited to prevent corruption or further nepotism.
all right, so you're quite far down on the authoritarianism
Of
scale.
course.
Yeah, all right.
Well, no, I rank high up, but it's a Lego group, so no.
Yeah. While we're waiting for if there are going to be any more questions, I'd like to ask Hans what his opinions on the
Yes.
on authoritarianism is. How much power should the government hold?
Well, the authoritarianism, so it means like the censorship and whatever, and yeah. So like it's like censorship, banning other parties such as communist, democratic, or like a conservative, whatever.
All right.
And yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And I think we're gonna
What?
get even more personal now when it comes to it.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Like, ban what? I didn't hear. What did you say, Hans? Like, ban what? Ban communist? You don't want to ban communist?
So like so authoritarian. I can't even
Just call it off. Just call it off.
authoritarian government is like banning communist
I
parties,
mean,
conservative, or
if
other.
if I have a say, even our powers are limited, but fascism, communism, socialism is against Nord. It's against his rule, of course. Communism, fascism promotes authoritarian, right? And monarchism is pure, somewhat pure, on my opinion.
Well, not necessarily. Communism refers to the horizontal scale of the political compass.
Of course, of course. How
when you're talking about dictators
Yeah.
and stuff, it's more on the vertical scale. Okay, someone can be
Okay.
far left while at the same time not authoritarian. But
Yeah, far left socialism, anarcho-syndicalism.
yeah. Okay, so more personal now. What do you think about the army and their officers from 1-7?
Who goes first? Is it me?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What was the question again? I thought it was for Hans.
What do you think about the army and their officers?
Well, since we're a growing group, of course, we have around 16,000 members in the main group, and around maybe 10 to 11,000.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who's
What?
this? Long live the Communist
What?
Party.
Long live the what?
Just
Me,
ban
kick
him.
him.
Just ban him.
Yeah,
Just,
I banned it. Don't worry. It's
Oh, I
fine.
thought. Oh, what the hell?
Just
we
continue.
don't
Okay.
allow communists to this.
Yes,
To
communist swine. Okay. Anyway, since there's around 10,500 members in the armed forces, there's only a small amount of officers. Of course, there's only 4 Fähnrich, 2 Lieutenant, 2 Oberleutnant, and etc. and there is no Oberst yet. There's no colonel yet. There's only 3 major and 3 Oberstleutnant. And I think we should, of course, promote some of the active officers. Not just based on activity, but based on merit and experience. Like for example, Hashbroom. Hashbroom served for a long time in the DOV, right? I don't know how long he served specifically, but he has the most medals of them all, and I think we should take him as an example for the group, for officers and future officers. So my answer is we should expand the officer corps.
All right,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
question from Fella F. Where do you put yourself on the political spectrum, and what's your opinion on democratism and authoritarianism?
Okay, so what's my opinion on authoritarianism and democratism?
Yeah, and where do you put
democracy.
yourself on the political spectrum?
Well, we do elections. Of course, it's democracy.
Mhm.
And I just want to say, there's been some people who call us Nazis because I have this. Hold on, I have this armband. This armband. This eagle. So no, I don't wanna call a random eagle a fascist symbol, even though it is. But of course, it symbolizes our nationalism. If you think about it, you should be proud of what you serve. You should be proud of what you serve. Yeah. Sorry, shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and I can also come with more onto that. Would you support Vienna even if it said wrongdoings?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Would you support your nation even if you knew it did wrongdoings?
Would you support your would you help if you had a son, right? Would you try to get him a parole even if you know he killed someone? The answer is yes. Of course, it is yes.
All right. So you're looking to like if you see any wrongdoings, you want to fix them, improve on them.
If it's a wrongdoing, it benefits us. It doesn't benefit the enemy group. It benefits us.
Okay.
In any way or any form, of course.
Fellow on he just said he said in an earlier question that he wasn't he didn't support authoritarianism and that he wanted he supported the democracy pretty much.
Okay.
Okay. If we have any more questions, does anyone want to ask more? We have some people behind the camera. Do you guys want to ask anything, even though you're pretty much part of the party? Do you want to say anything? It is based around your party, after all.
What?
Richie has a
yes,
question.
Richie, if you want to come up to this,
God,
you can come up to this one right here.
Come, Richie, my son. Right, come on.
No, like just a question.
Oh, yeah, okay, you got a question.
Right.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, go on. Go to his view, bro. Turn the camera. Right.
I mean, yeah, we can send the camera around to you. Let's see.
Just here. Just type it in the chat.
Yes, just say in the chat.
Stop! Oh my god. Stop jumping.
Okay.
Oh, that's Siegfried. That's not Richie.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. So Richie, what do you want to ask?
What do you think about the claims that the government is just an advisory body?
I'm guessing that's a question to Jeremy.
Oh, okay. Is it for me? Is it for me or is it for? It is for me.
Okay.
I got you. Okay. Well, the claims is clearly the National Defense Council. We need the general staff and the divisional leaders' consent to operate or to assist an army-wide event or an army event, not an army-wide, just like army. So of course, and Nord is clearly anti us from leading the group because he's the sole leader, of course. So yes, that is the sole claim of what I have, that the government is an advisory body and not a leading body. The general staff is.
All right. Let's see. Also to Jeremy, another question from the fellow.
Dude,
Elias,
why am I getting questions? Give him questions.
wait.
Alright, just ask me the question. Just last question I'm answering.
This is a press conference about you, not
Jesus
people.
Christ! Why is this guy on the stage then?
He wanted to be. We can do some. We
Okay.
can ask him some questions later on.
Alright,
Earlier you stated that you don't support authoritarianism, while also stating that giving too much power to the government is
I have
wrong.
to interrupt. I have to go right now. I
Okay.
I might be still in the BBC, like asking, so like answering questions. So yeah, going to leave.
Oh my God! Lord is humping a duck.
Yeah. I'm
Alright, let me
muted.
get
Sorry.
it.
Okay. Let's see. Jeremy, we can bring it to you. Okay, we can bring the question on to you.
Okay.
Earlier you stated that you don't support authoritarianism, while also stating that giving too much power to the government is wrong. Who should have the final say on an important matter then? Also, does that mean
Lord.
you're against the monarchist / authoritarianist ruling of?
I'm not
Norway?
against monarchism because monarchism is not on my opinion, not authoritarian. Like God decides which person leads. For example, it's like saying shotgun on a car. You get to be the front seat, and Lord said shotgun on DOV. So of course I support him.
All right.
Also, we have an election. Yeah. So of course I support democracy, even though I don't support it in real life. But sure. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
It's Lego politics. What do you expect from me, man?
All right, and I'm guessing that was all you wanted to say. Anything else you want to say to the people?
CPV hasn't done shit for the past term. If you have something to say it to my face. Don't say it to my back. Say it to my DMs, please. I can answer it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Also-
because I'm tired.
Yeah. All right. So about future events. Now I'm going to talk for a bit. In the future, we're gonna have, when we get around to the debates. Well, when the election come up next month, we're gonna have proper debates between the two parties, and we're gonna let blood spill. Basically, we're gonna let them both.
Oh wait, can we allow paramilitaries?
No, you're gonna have a proper debate in here.
Oh,
And,
okay. I thought it was like a real bloodshed, bro.
No.
I would fucking crush CPV.
Maybe at the end, but basically, we're gonna have you have a proper debate between
Jesus Christ.
two of you. We're gonna take suggestion from both the audience and from me what we're gonna talk about, and you're both gonna have to. We're gonna try to make it equal for both of you to give you all of you equal screen time, basically, so that you can both voice your opinions just as much. So, but until then, we're gonna try to get up with some more shows, some more events happening in the future. So, Jeremy, if you don't have anything more to say, we're gonna end it right there.
All right. Thanks for having me. And I'm gonna sleep now.
All right. Have a good night's sleep. Also realized that the text was on the
Thanks,
screen
love
for
you.
the entire time.
Mwah.
Well,
Alright, peace out.
I'm going to
Jeremy
sleep
out.
too.
What?
I guess also Vincent, since he's also Norwegian.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. Doesn't relate,
Okay.
but it's okay. Dude, he kissed
Okay.
he kissed Fizzin. All right. Yeah, my audience. Yeah, my
Hang
four
on,
audience.
Hang on, I'm in the background. Hang on.
Alright. I'm just gonna watch
Okay.
Netflix because I have nothing. Jump, guys.
The
Just do
end,
that.
the end of the show.
All right. So thank you all for watching. We'll be back with more programs soon.
That's how you
Hopefully,
rules with us.
we're gonna cover the elections as well. So
Thank you.
we'll get to that when it
Thank you
comes
for
to it.
watching the
CPV
debate
hasn't
now.
done shit for us.
So yeah, thank you for
Prove
watching.
me wrong, then.